Welcome back, Patriots. Welcome to Sons of Liberty 1773. I trust everybody, I hope, had a wonderful Christmas holiday, survived the storm, which was terrible. Up in Buffalo, folks are actually, and I may do a video about it, actually finding people frozen dead in the snow. And it's actually, not that that's not disturbing enough, it's what people were saying on social media, the world we're living in. So, welcome back to Sons of Liberty 1773. I am your host, Bill Bailey. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. We'd love to have you join our community if you're a freedom-loving person, whether you're in America or from around the world. So I want to talk real quick. I think it's important that we understand the names the left tries to pin on us on the America First movement. And one of them is fascism. They're a bunch of fascists, the anti-fascists are the fascists, that group. So I want to share the definition of fascism. One person I read said trying to define the word fascism is like trying to nail jelly on a wall. It's really not. This come out of Mussolini's Italy. He was like the first fascist. And I'm going to quote him, by the way, so everybody can understand what fascism is. But I can a simple definition of what a fascist isn't would be an America First patriot that believes in our individual rights, a small government, that we control the government doesn't control us, in free and open markets, unfettered by government intervention. So I got a couple articles. Be a short video, folks, but I think it's important. So you can educate people when they tell you, are fascist. You can, hit them with some truth. Just real quick, I got a couple articles. Just one bullet point I wanted to share with this article. So it was going over bullet points of what fascism is. Absolute power of the state. Fascist regimes have a strong centralized state or national government. The fascist state seeks control over all major parts of society. Individuals must give up their private needs and rights to serve the needs of the whole society as represented by the state. I'm going to repeat that part again. Individuals must give up their private needs and rights to serve the needs of the whole society as represented by the state. And the UNIPARTY is fascist, definitely. They want a centralized power hub between them and the corporations, and we are all just their little worker serfs that serve our purpose, and they keep us fed and watered until we no longer serve their need. Moving on. And this is a great article. I think I will pin this article. It was written by Sheldon Richman. I happened to find it on the internet at econlib, econlib.org. I will put this article as a pinned comment, and you can read the whole thing. But great article. So as an economic system, fascism is socialism without the capitalist veneer. Where socialism sought totalitarian control of a society's economic processes through direct state operation of the means of production, fascism sought that control indirectly through domination of nominally private owners. Where socialism nationalized property explicitly, fascism did so implicitly by requiring owners to use their property in the national interest. That is, as the autocratic authority conceived it. Nevertheless, a few industries were operated by the state. Where socialism abolished all market relations outright, fascism left the appearance of market relations while planning all economic activities. Where socialism abolished money and prices, fascism controlled the monetary system, and set all prices and wages politically. In doing all this, fascism denatured the marketplace. Entrepreneurship was abolished. State ministries, rather than consumers, determined what was produced under what conditions. And that's where we're heading, folks. Fascism is to be distinguished from interventionism or the mixed economy. interventionalism, God, I can never say that word. Interventionalism seeks to guide the market process, not eliminate it, as fascism did. Minimum wage and antitrust laws, though they regulate the free market, are a far cry from multi-year plans from the Ministry of Economics. Under fascism, the state, through official cartels, controlled all aspects of manufacturing, commerce, finance, and agriculture. Planning boards set product lines, production levels, price, wages, working conditions, and the size of firms. Licensing was ubiquitous. No economic activity could be undertaken without government permission. Levels of consumption were dictated by the state, and excess incomes had to be surrendered as taxes or loans. The consequent burdening of manufacturers gave advantages to foreign firms wishing to export, but since government policy aimed at autarky or national self-sufficiency, protectionism was necessary. Imports were barred or strictly controlled, leaving foreign conquest as the only avenue for access to resources available domestically. Fascism was thus incompatible with peace and the international division of labor, hallmarks of liberalism. Fascism embodied corporatism, in which political representation was based on trade and industry rather than on geography. In this, fascism revealed its roots in syndicalism, a form of socialism originating on the left. The government cartelized firms of the same industry, with representatives of labor and management serving a myriad local, regional, and national boards, subject always to the final authority of the dictator's economic plan. Corporatism was intended to avert unsettling divisions within the nation, such as lockouts and union strikes. The price of such forced harmony was the loss of the ability to bargain and move about freely. To maintain high employment and minimize popular discontent, fascist governments also undertook massive public works projects financed by steep taxes, borrowing, and fiat money creation. While many of these projects were domestic, roads, buildings, stadiums, the largest project of all was militarism, with huge armies and arms productions, the military-industrial complex, I would say. So, as fascist leaders' antagonism to communism has been misrepresented or misinterpreted as an affinity for capitalism, in fact, fascist anti-communism was motivated by the belief that in the collectivist milieu of early 20th century Europe, communism was its closest rival for the people's allegiance. As with communism, under fascism, every citizen was regarded as an employee and tenant of the totalitarian, party-dominated state. Consequently, it was the state's prerogative to use force or the threat of it to suppress even peaceful opposition. I think we're seeing that, folks. If the formal architect of fascism can be identified, it is Benito Mussolini, the one-time Marxist editor who, caught up in the nationalist fervor, broke with the left as World War I approached and became Italy's leader in 1922. Mussolini distinguished fascism from liberal capitalism in his 1928 autobiography. So let's listen to the guy that invented fascism. Let's listen to his words, quoting, "The citizen in the fascist state is no longer a selfish individual who has the antisocial right of rebelling against any law of the collectivity. The fascist state, with its corporative conception, puts men and their possibilities into productive work and interprets for them the duties they have to fulfill. I mean, that sounds like just outright communism to me. So anyways, I will pin this article. I'll put it as a pinned comment. But we are not, look, the left is fascist. I mean, they think they're communist, to be honest. The UNIPARTY is definitely fascist. They want to control everything. And Mitch and Pelosi there just did a number on us with this incredible spending bill to stop the new Congress from having the power of the purse. I mean, Mitch basically gave, they're in lockstep, right? He worked with her to stay in bed with the corporations, to keep the power, the hubs of power where they are, and to let the government continue to print money, do these dirty deals with the lobbyists and the corporations, and that's who's running the country. I mean, really, it is the definition of fascism. And so when someone tries to call an America First patriot a fascist, I mean, that's just ridiculous. We truly are the anti-fascist. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. I scoured the internet, and I found it curious, by the way, when I was looking up just the, Webster's or one of the dictionary.coms, definition of fascism. I noticed that some of the definitions on these sites had been edited very recently, and it's not defining fascism like it should be. It's trying to kind of paint the mega people as fascist, and it doesn't stick. But do your own research, and see what you come up with. Just thought I should share this little tidbit because we've got to be in the know to defeat our enemies with truth. Shine a light on the lies. All right, I'm going to end it here, folks. Might do one or two more short videos today, a couple of things that I just need to talk about them individually and not bunch them in with a bunch of other stuff. But if you like the content of this channel, please subscribe. If you haven't, give the video a thumbs up and comment down below. That helps with the algorithms. And every morning when I get up and make my coffee, my Freedom Hill coffee, and sit down, I pick up my phone and start looking through the comments while I'm enjoying coffee. So I'll see you in the next video, Patriots. Take care.